We're about to start round 3. By now, the mental pattern between the fighters is well established, so it's rare to see any major changes. But as time runs out, how the athletes respond to being up, down, or even will give us extra insight into their mental game on that day. Now let's get back to it. So we can see right away the Korean is starting off with his left leg back. And it looked like, oh, nice. Okay, let's see that again. It looks like he's establishing a good rhythm here. Looks like he's trying to set up defensively. Maybe that the Korean is finally getting on track for this round. Let's see what happens this next exchange. Goes back to the same kind of setup.
Female line entry number from 18 to 25. Be ready in waiting room. So Becky from Egypt.
Oh, okay. Let's see that again. This is the second exchange where the Korean is leading with his rhythm. It looks like he's trying to set up defensively again, and he's ready. So now the only question is whether or not he's going with his rhythm first or his tactics first. In other words, if there's an opportunity to fire offensively, if he takes it, if he reads it, if he sees it, or is this just that it happens to be that he's setting up correctly for the defense? It's a tactical change. The Korean is definitely taking control of the exchanges. Third exchange of the round. Let's see what happens.
Anderson from Norway, Kim from Korea, Huen from Mexico, Chen from Chinese Taipei.
Let's take a look at that exchange again. See, now, for example, there was an offensive opportunity there for the Korean. He didn't take it, which is starting to make me think that he's a little bit too committed to the defensive setup, which is why he was a little bit off timing there. In other words, if you get too focused on a specific look, you're always a half a step behind if it doesn't go exactly the way you planned.
Ekaterina from Russia.
All right. So now, okay, so that's the right idea. Increases the pressure. Is he going to take the shot or not? Okay. See, again, now he's increasing the pressure a little bit more. Hadi's sensing that it's only a defensive, that there's nothing behind those shots. He's not going to take the offensive shot. Gets in a little bit and fires. He was just a little bit off distance, but it's a very smart move there from Hadi, which again shows the difference between a strong mental game and a strategic game. It's reading versus reacting. He's definitely focused this time, the Korean. Right, he's definitely more on point, but he seems to be sharp, everything going well, only if Hadi gives him the look he's looking for. Boom. Okay, nice. All right. So now there's a bit of a question mark. Is the rhythm leading? Is his mental game in place? Or is it tactics driven? Is he just reacting correctly because the situation is presenting itself correctly? We'll be able to tell depending on how. There's a minute left. Let's see how he responds to the pressure. Now he's tied it up. Let's see what happens. Hadi's taking control of the exchange. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, let's see that one again. Okay. Hadi, obviously, he gets scored on. It's even, and he's just giving away 2 points. Reestablishes the rhythm, goes on the offensive, and takes the shot. Now, to be honest, it didn't look like it scored, but back in the day, of course, the referees went on perception, and Hadi is responding correctly to what's going on. Takes the shot. That's a good. Okay, it's a good opportunity, or a good attempt, by the Korean. Didn't hit. I don't think it helped his body language after getting scored on. Showing everybody you're frustrated, especially back in the day when the referees were the ones to score it. Didn't help your case. So now let's see if he takes an offensive shot. It's there for him. Hadi's got time. Ooh. Let's take a look at that one again. Okay, so he's establishing his rhythm. There's a shift between slow and sharp. So again, this is a good setup from a rhythmic standpoint. He's changing up the intensity in the exchange, and he takes the shot that's there. There's an offensive shot to be taken, and he takes it correctly. To be honest, that should have scored. I think the only reason they didn't score at the refs were because he is already indicating to everybody that he was losing. So they kind of convinced the refs not to look for his points there. If he takes another shot quickly with a good follow-up, he's in. I think they'll score because I think they know they missed that one. Let's see what he does. Ooh. No, it's smart by Hadi. All right. This is the first time in the match that Hadi's firing so early in the exchange. It was a perfect spot to change up the pace. And he caught the Korean completely off guard. And with 10 seconds left here, or 5 seconds left here, 2-point gap, this match is over. That was a brilliant shot by Hadi. And again, you can see strong mind, strong mental game. The Korean was doing things technically, even when he started to go rhythm first, he was doing things technically correct, but it wasn't a solid mental game, which is why he wasn't able to come away with the win. So, what do we have in this match? From the beginning, Hadi established a clear, strong mental game. He led with his rhythm, he got reads, and responded correctly. The Korean had flashes of brilliance where he did that technically correctly, where he would set up rhythm first, but it didn't tie back to his strong mental game, which is why we saw such a sporadic performance for him. His body language when things weren't going well was very clear that he was frustrated. You never saw any of that from Hadi. And so the takeaway for young athletes is that when you have a strong mental game, the score won't disrupt your execution, and it'll allow you to stay focused on your performance one exchange at a time.